the weather, so I wasn't on here yesterday. But I am back. It's Thursday, January the 4th. Let's talk about what's popping all over the internet. I'm gonna go right into it. Have y'all heard about Katt Williams' interview with Shay Shay? Yeah, it's hot, it's popping, it's sizzling. But before I go on, I just want to tell everybody, remind everybody what I said. I'm going to remind you every video. This is the year of truth. This is the year of exposure. You hear me? This is the year that secrets gonna come out. I keep telling y'all that. And it's only the fourth day of the month. And all kind of stuff coming out. Especially with these celebrities. All kind of stuff. See, I'm very transparent. Someone, a young lady, few of them, they said my videos are not clear. They try to pretty much dog me out. Yeah, my videos are not professional right now because, first of all, I'm not at home around my system. And second, I started off on this phone. This phone got me monetized. I didn't even have to do no editing or nothing. So that had to be God. You know what I'm saying? And third, I have nothing to prove to you. And fourth, they said they don't believe I'm 54 years old. So what I did before I go on my video. Oh, and the reason I'm doing this part is someone said I need to take off all the fake stuff I have on. Okay, I'm going to tell you what's fake on me because I'm transparent. My braids is extensions. The Africans did it. My lashes extended because I don't know how to put on lashes. If y'all watch some of my older videos, my lashes was doing the crip walk because I don't know how to put on makeup. I've never been a makeup person. So my daughter went around to do my lashes, so I put on my own lashes a couple times and I snatched them off, and my eyelids, they bald. I don't know if eyelids got edges, but I ain't got none. So I have to put on extensions on my eyes or I'm gonna look like I'm sick. And only women understand that. If you ain't got lashes, you look sick. So I had to put on some lashes till my lashes grow back. Okay? So my hair extensions and my lashes, okay? I got on nails because I had an event to go to. And the women that's talking, I'm for sure they wear all these things, but they want to say something about me. And I'm saying it's disentwined with my video because we're talking about truth this year. Okay? So I have on nails. I do have nails under these nails. But when I go to an event, I like to put on classy nails. But I'm telling you what is real. My mole is not fake. I was born with it. Okay, people say my mole is fake. Another thing people say, I wear a lot of makeup. I don't wear makeup, darling. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear makeup at all. I don't wear makeup. Now, I might put a little powder on because I get shiny, but right now I don't have on any makeup. Okay? It's, it's, it's nothing on my face. Nothing on my face. Nothing. I don't have nothing on my face. And the reason I don't wear makeup and I might wear a little powder because I'm allergic to makeup. If I put on foundation and all that stuff that everybody wear, I will break out. Just like God don't let me drink. I'm not a drinker because if I have more than this much of a glass of champagne or anything, I'm out of there. I had champagne the other night and I was sick for 2 days. And I only had about this much. So that's how my body is set up. Okay? So I'm being transparent. Because I said this is the year of truth. So I got to be true. To you and to myself. Could y'all please get my likes up for me, please? I was born June 16th, 1969 in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Same day as Tupac, a year before him. I am 54 years old. I will be 55 in 5 months. I'm the mother of 5. I have a 32-year-old. I have a 30-year-old in 2 weeks. He'll be 30. I have a 24-year-old. We'll be 25 in April. And I have a 17-year-old. And I have 4 and a half grandbabies. I got one on the way. So, yes, I'm the baby of my family. So, I digress. I just want to get out the way. Let's talk about Katt Williams. You know what I love about Katt Williams? First of all, Katt Williams, he is my favorite. He's my favorite. My personal opinion, Can't nobody touch Katt. Nobody. You know what? It's one thing to be a comedian, and it's another thing to be naturally funny. You can tell that he was born with it. This ain't something he desired to do. This is something God put in this man. Just his voice, like DC Young Fly. I believe he's born to be like that. I believe that Chris Tucker was born to be funny. You could tell when people was born with something and when they worked hard to become. The only person famous that I really couldn't tell wasn't born with the skills he had is Michael Jordan. If y'all knew Michael Jordan's story, you know what I mean. Michael Jordan was not born to play basketball. He made himself. He worked hard to become. He got cut off his team, and they told him he'd never play. Michael could not play at first. LeBron James was born with it. See, it's a difference. It just come naturally. That's why Michael Jordan's son didn't go as far as Michael because he didn't have the drive his daddy did. But LeBron's son gonna go far like his daddy because it's in his genes. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Katt Williams is naturally funny. Now, he was on Shay Shay. Oh my God, this man, he set the internet on fire with some truth. I watch people very well. I can read body language. I look at the eyes when people are talking. And I can tell when you kind of fabricating a story. Katt wasn't fabricating nothing. I promise you he wasn't. They lied on the man for years and said he was on drugs. Come to find out, he wasn't on drugs. Katt just liked to express himself different than a lot of folks. And he the kind of person, he get angry when people not listening to him. He even ran off from home at 13, got on semi-trucks with strangers, with him and his puppy, and went down to Miami because his father didn't understand him. And he survived on the streets from there to LA, homeless as a kid. That's why I said when God got something for you, no man can't take it. He still made it through all the odds of life. Then he had a baby. He was living in Compton, homeless with his baby. Never was touched. They said he got robbed. He said, what they gonna rob me for? I'm broke. He said, I let them know I'm here to take care of my child, and I just want to make it. I have nothing for you to take. So they didn't bother him. See, Hollywood lie a lot. Let's start with one of the lies that I want to address. Let's talk about Friday After Next. Rickey Smiley got on his radio show this morning and said that he was supposed to play Money Mike. He was on Shay Shay saying he was supposed to play Money Mike. I don't know about y'all. But I can't imagine. I can't even imagine Rickey Smiley playing that part. I just couldn't even see Rickey Smiley, 6'3", I think, or 4, playing that part as a pimp. I mean, it's tall pimps, but that ain't even Rickey Smiley character. I just can see him doing it because Rickey Smiley is from Birmingham. He's country. You know, so it shows where you from. Well, he's gonna be an old country pimp. Katt Williams said he wrote the part. He designed the clothes for the part. And not only that, he executed it. Now, who wrote it? I don't know. Who designed the clothes? I can tell Katt designed the clothes. They was perfectly tailor-made for him. So I know he had something to do with the designs of the clothes. He said he personally designed the clothes because he didn't want to see nobody who watched that movie have on his suits. So they were personally made for him. Rickey said, and he got his manager on the phone, which don't mean nothing. I can get one of my best friends on the phone right now, and she can get on here and vouch that I was supposed to be in Destiny Child. That don't mean I was supposed to be in Destiny Child. So he got his boy on there, and his boy said, yes, he auditioned for that part. And evidently, he wasn't good enough because he didn't get it. So I don't even know why Rickey would get on Shay Shay a few years ago. Or was it a few years ago? I think it was this. No, it was last year. Why would Rickey Smiley get on that show and even try to take Katt Williams' shine from him? Certain things don't even need to be said. You know what I'm saying? He tried to act like, oh, I was supposed to get the part first. Okay, and you didn't get it. So what you talking about? I was supposed to be famous and I'm not there. So what I'm gonna talk about it for? You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't fit that part, and Katt Williams executed it. I can't see no other person in the industry playing that part. Not one. He got that pimp style down to a T on top of his voice. Another thing he said when he was, when he was in the bathroom with Terry Crews, and he grabbed him by the sack. The writers of the entire movie, I guess Ice Cube, didn't Ice Cube write that movie? And I guess some other writers, they wanted him to get R'd in the bathroom. They wanted Terry to look like he did something to him for real. He refused. See, this is another reason that Katt Williams get blackballed. He won't put on a dress. And he said he won't dance for Master. There's certain things he's not going to do. And he said, how about I just be funny? So that part that we actually witnessed, Katt wrote it in. How about I just be funny and I grab him with the pliers? Because someone being R'd is not funny. You know what R'd means? People taking your body. He said someone going through that is not funny to me. So I don't want to make a mockery out of something serious. So I don't want to do that. So how about I change it and make it funny, and I promise you the people go love it. And didn't we love it? And he was absolutely correct. It's nothing funny about someone being R'd in the bathroom. But see, Hollywood, y'all, Hollywood, they do anything for money. We watch it unfold right before our eyes. I always knew Katt Williams was real with it. I always knew that. I said, Katt ain't on drugs. He just one of the people that express himself, and they trying to shut him up. You can tell when Hollywood trying to shut somebody up because they get blackballed. They start trying to act like they crazy, like they doing Kanye right now. I know all of you, he is crazy. Kanye ain't crazy. That boy is so intelligent. But like Katt Williams said, if he is crazy, we making a mockery out of somebody that's crazy? That makes sense. If something's wrong with Kanye, how dare everybody talk about someone that's kind of slow, right? Do you talk about someone in a wheelchair? No. So if this man got mental issues, is it funny? No, it's not funny. But everybody, look at Kanye. He making a fool of himself. Didn't y'all see he was crazy? When you crazy, do you realize what you're doing? So Kanye, to me, yeah, he got a little bit of mental illness going on, because just think about it. If your mother lied to you, that's your manager, your best friend, your mother, lied to you and say she ain't getting the surgery, and she go over to another country and get the surgery behind your back, you don't even know she's there, and you get a phone call that your mother just passed, would you be saying? That's what happened to Kanye's mother. She had a cosmetic surgery done, and she died. Her nephew was her nurse over there to take care of her, and something happened and she died. Kanye didn't know it till he got a phone call, and he told his mother not to do it. So yes, ever since then, the boy has not been right, and I totally identify because I lost my parents. And if it weren't for the grace of God, I'd be walking around here talking to a bird. God saved me. Okay, so I understand his mental state. And it's not funny, but everything else in his life, the boy is profound. He's intelligent. Anybody to, especially a black man who can pull himself out the hood and become a billionaire, to me, I give him kudos. You made it, brother. And you getting white folks money. It ain't drug money. You getting their money. You getting a paycheck. You're doing some good to me. Even Diddy. I know y'all gonna say, Diddy went to Morehouse. Was it Morehouse? Diddy is a college. Well, he dropped out. Diddy went to college. No matter what y'all think about Sean Puffy Combs, the brother is smart as shit. Okay? My daddy would call him an educated fool. That's what my daddy would call for Sean Puffy Combs. Somebody that got all that intelligence and they using it wrong. Okay, but he made his way there. He brought a lot of people, a lot of poor black folks up on the boat. We got to give it to him. But back to what I was saying. Katt Williams was telling people that it's a lot of lies in Hollywood, especially in comedy. Let's talk about Uncle Steve. Now, back in September when I got monetized talking about Steve and Marjorie Harvey. They was the big hot topic back in September. First of all, I noticed from the videos I did. Please check out my old videos when I get off here about the Harveys, okay, and Miss Shirley Strawberry. But y'all please go check out my old videos. They fire. Steve is very delusional. Steve Harvey is extremely delusional, and it's two things that I despise, especially in a man. I despise a liar and a cheater. I cannot stand a liar and a cheater. And Steve Harvey happened to be both. Okay? First of all, he lied about Bernie Mac. He stopped Bernie Mac from getting it. He tried to stop Bernie Mac from getting that part in Soul Man. He called directors, allegedly, and other people trying to stop Bernie from rising. Bernie Mac. To me, he's one of the true kings. And what he did not tell us about the king of comedies, we thought that 4 comedians got together. Katt Williams is supposed to be on the roster. I hope y'all know that. He was supposed to be one of the kings. But something happened with Bernie Mac, they did, and Katt Williams didn't like it, and Katt Williams said what he had to say, and he wasn't a part of it. And it would have been fire if Katt Williams was on the roster. But Steve Harvey didn't tell us this. His lying behind. It didn't start off as the Kings of Comedy. That's not what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a Steve Harvey tour, and they was just on the roster to be part of his tour. It was his comedy show. Okay? But Bernie Mac was such fire. Born with it. Y'all hear me now? Born with it. Steve Harvey done stole people comedy. He done stole people material. Bernie Mac, he just born with it. They start to see, out of all 4 of them, who was the headliner? Milk and cookies. If y'all don't remember nothing else in the King of Comedy, which king do you remember? Was it Steve Harvey? Hell no. Hell no. It was Bernie Mac. That's why Bernie Mac went from, he was supposed to open up the show, into being, they open it up for him. He the headliner. They should have said Bernie Mac and the Kings. To be honest, I'm just being real with it, y'all. Bernie Mac and the King. Bernie outshined every last one of them. He was born with it. D.L. Hughley, to me, he's a storyteller. He have some few punchlines here or there. He all right. Cedric the Entertainer, I used to think Cedric was funny until I found out the truth last night, and I'm so disappointed in you, Cedric. Oh my God. That's why I said we have to be very careful of the people that we idolize and who we like and who we think is this and that. People lie, man, to get money. Trickery. I'm going to show y'all a video before I end my video of Cedric told the biggest lie. And then yesterday, he got on the internet and lied some more. You know what? When you a liar, you got to lie to cover a lie. When I show y'all this video about what Katt Williams said about him stealing his joke, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think when y'all see this video. It's going to blow y'all mind. when I saw it last night, after I watched the interview with Shay Shay, somebody posted this video and my mouth fell to the floor. And I'm like, Cedric been lying the whole time and he's still holding that lie. Katt Williams said he not only stole his joke, he apologized. Then he come right back years later and act like he never apologized. A liar and a cheater. I don't like neither one of them. But let's go back to Steve Harvey, y'all. So Steve Harvey run around here like Rick James. Steve Harvey really a super freak. He run around here like Rick James. Y'all know what I mean. Did y'all know allegedly that the afro was fake? Did y'all know the afro was supposed to be fake? Oh my God. I used to wonder how he get his fro so perfect. They said that was a man wig all these years. And Lady Heroine, which is Marjorie Harvey, she didn't like the wig. So she made him take it off. We thinking he shaved his hair off. No, from my understanding, this a man wig all this time. Steve been lying to us. So, from Katt Williams' perspective, this is why Steve Harvey don't do stand-up anymore. You know, for years, Katt been calling Steve Harvey out. He can't stand him. He said, you big lip, big nose, country bunk. He dogs Steve. He been calling him out for years. So they had, I want to find it. Allegedly, they went against each other in Detroit. Anybody from Detroit, did y'all see this? And they said Katt Williams shut him down. Shut him down. To the point he embarrassed Steve so bad. Steve haven't done nothing stand up besides the Kings of Comedy. He was the MC. He said on that stand up he exposed Steve Harvey had a wig on. And the audience went ballistic. And he challenged him to take it off. Pull your hair, take it off. He wouldn't do it. So he the one that's allegedly retired Steve Harvey. Mark Curry, y'all know who Mark Curry? Mr. Cooper. You remember that show, Mr. Cooper? He said Steve Harvey stole all his material. And you know why I believe it? Could y'all please get my likes up? Come on, man. Show me some love. Show me some love. You know why I believe Mark Curry hanging with Mr. Cooper, with Holly P. Robinson in it. You remember that show? Steve Harvey watched him a lot of his stand-up, and he stole a lot of his material. He went to some writers, allegedly, and he ended up with the Steve Harvey show when he was the teacher. What was that show called? Was it called the Steve Harvey? Well, he ended up with that show. Now, you think about Mr. Cooper show, and you think about the Steve Harvey show with the kids. I think that's the name of the show. Aren't they similar? Aren't they just alike? He stole his idea and ran with it. Steve Harvey is known for stealing people material, just like Jay-Z and Beyonce. He's known for stealing people's shit. So a lot of Steve fame didn't come from his own ideas. This is why when Monique was on his show, and Monique spazzing out about these people doing you wrong, Steve, what did Steve tell her? There's certain things you can't say. Massa go here's Monique. You better be quiet. You gonna mess it up for all the slaves, Monique. Shut your butt up, girl. You go get us all hung on the tree. He told Monique to shut up, and she said, you were supposed to be my brother. You didn't stand up for me. I was disappointed in you. Don't you say that about Massa. And guess what? Right after that aired, guess what? They Arsenio Hall'd his ass. Have you seen Steve Harvey show anymore? Have you seen Little Big Shot? Have you even seen Steve Harvey on Family Feud? They took all his shit. He shouldn't have never interviewed with her live because he one of them people that put on the blackface and dance. Nigga dance. You don't interview her and she going against us. They took it all. But you know what? I don't blame them because that's what Hollywood is. You could be up this high, and next time you down and your ass on Skid Row. That's how Hollywood do. I call it karma. It wasn't what Monique did or said. Steve, this is what karma looked like. You know why I say that? Because Steve Harvey, your first wife that got your twin daughters and your son, you left them on welfare, sir. You left them on welfare. Your son didn't know you really until he was 16 years old. Yes, the motivational speaker Steve Harvey, who tell women how to behave, was not in his children's life. But he telling women how to act like a man and think like a woman. So we should leave our children. We should leave our families behind. We should be cheaters, Steve. Because this is the book he allegedly wrote. Not only that, you cheated on her before you left with Mary. Okay? You didn't tell Mary you was married. She met you at the mall one day. You was in her city to do a show. You took her out to lunch. You smothered her with gifts. She didn't know you was broke and really bald-headed. You got to be careful when y'all talking to these men, okay? He ended up leaving his wife and kids, and he marries Mary. Okay? She helps him. Now, another lie Steve said. He wanted everybody to believe he was homeless. His first wife said he wasn't homeless. His second wife said he wasn't homeless. They both helped Steve. This was a country buck dude from Cleveland, Ohio, using women to get where he want to be. Mary helped him get in position. She was with him when he was doing the Kings of Comedy. As soon as he got on and got her pregnant, he left her too. He told everybody she was crazy. Him and Marjorie Harvey, who been cheating 20 years, because he was with Mary when he was cheating with Marjorie, took her son from her. They had the court believe that she was crazy. Then they got a gag order on her so she couldn't talk about it. If she talked about it, she would have went to jail. So for years, she was fighting for her son. And Marjorie Harvey helped Steve steal this lady's son. Y'all wonder why I don't like Marjorie? Because this is Lady Heroine. Let me go back a little bit since we're talking about the Harveys. And I'm going to go back into Katt Williams' interview. For you, those who do not know. That's why I say go watch my videos. Those who do not know. Marjorie Harvey was a drug dealer kingpin wife in Memphis, Tennessee for years. She married a drug dealer. Now, how she met him, she was 19 years old. Fast tail ass girl. He was 17 years older than her, I believe. I believe he was 17 years older than her. He was married with kids. I'm going to show y'all where Lori Harvey get it from. He was married with kids. This girl, 19. He grown as hell. Started flirting with her, ended up getting her. She was gone. He said she intentionally got pregnant. He married. She takes this man from his family. They get married. She have another child. He ended up getting caught receiving life in prison. He even took the rap for Marjorie Harvey. Go watch a Tasha K interview with him. Okay, because he's out now. And he's out because his daughter by Marjorie went to Obama. Steve introduced them. Went to Obama and Obama gave him a pardon. Okay? Anyway, she stuck with him a few years. Now, she was, in the meantime, while he was in jail, she was still dating Steve Harvey. She had met Steve Harvey by this time. So she got a husband in prison, and she's sneaking off seeing Steve. They were still friends. Finally, she tells him she wants a divorce. They get a divorce. But they remain friends. Do you know she was going up to that prison talking to her ex-husband up until the day before she got married to Steve Harvey? What you still going to see your ex-husband for? Okay, but I skipped a big part. The Williams brothers, I believe they Williams, they drug kingpins too, allegedly in Memphis. So when her ex-husband went to prison, I can't think of his name. When he went to prison, Marjorie still needed money. You know, Marjorie is Miss Lady Heroine. She got to have the mink coats, the diamond rings. You know, she's pretty Marjorie. So what did she do? She found the next big drug dealer in the city, and she married him. She married him. And that's Lori Harvey's daddy. That's how Lori came about. So she got children by two drug kingpins. But we really don't know who Lori's father is, because the one she married, allegedly, that's supposed to be Lori's daddy, she was sleeping with his first cousin. So she was sleeping with two first cousins. She was sleeping with her husband's cousin. That's where the cousins come in now. People say, Lori, Marjorie Harvey was sleeping with two cousins. Those are the cousins. Lori Harvey, father, and his cousin. Okay? But the story get better than that. I didn't got off the Katt Williams. I'm going to get back on Katt Williams, but I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about Steve, okay? King, Mr. King of comedy, act like a woman, think like a man. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. Whoever got that book, go burn it. Go burn the book right now. Because I think Marjorie wrote that book. I don't even think he wrote it. Steve Harvey bodyguard is Big Boom. He been Steve Harvey bodyguard for years. He the one brung Marjorie Harvey to Steve in the midst of his show. Y'all remember Steve tell this story? I was doing comedy and she walked in late and I just was mesmerized and said, whoever you are, you go marry me. At the time, Steve said that he was married to Mary. He had a wife when he said this. So Big Boom introduced him. Marjorie, old money-sucking ass, she was cheating with him for a long time. Then she demanded him to leave his wife, and he didn't leave her. So she left him alone. They met again years later when Steve was divorced, I guess. Then they got married. But remember what I just said. Big Boom is the one that introduced them. So he knew Marjorie. Well, just this year, it came out, if y'all don't know the story. Big Boom said he's Lori's father. He's Lori's father. Steve Harvey bodyguard. So you mean to tell me the whole 20 yards that you've been with Steve, Marjorie, and Big Boom been his bodyguard longer than that? Y'all really was a couple? Because if he said he's Lori's father, that mean y'all been messing around the whole time, because when he met Marjorie, Lori was like 12. So you had already slept with Marjorie and then tell Steve that. So I started to think, put on my thinking cap. Let me put on my pimp hat. It sounds like a pimp move to me. Hey, my boy Steve back on, Marjorie. He ain't broke like he used to be. Remember you left him and he was broke? And then you came back, he got that money. Come on, I'm going to reintroduce you. And I want you to get this nigga money. To me, they went in cahoots together to get Steve. Your ex-lover, you introduce him to your boss? Because they had this, for real, y'all. If somebody telling you, this to all the men, if somebody telling you, I might be your ex-daughter's daddy, didn't they have to sleep together somewhere? Why would his bodyguard say, I might be Lori's father? He never slept with Marjorie. So the whole time, when they took Family Feud for Steve, you know, they took Family Feud and they shipped Steve off to Africa. He's doing Family Feud over in Africa. And I haven't heard from Steve Harvey Family Feud in Africa since. He told Big Worm, I was gonna say Big Worm, Big Perm, Big Boom. He told Big Boom, hey man, I'm going to Africa. Look out for my family, man. Take care of my family. While I'm gone, you my boy. Could you imagine what him and Marjorie was up in that house doing if they already was ex-lovers? He left him in charge of Marjorie and his kids in his house while he went over to Africa to do Family Feud. This is why all this shit is happening with the Harveys. If y'all didn't know the story, I had to just enlighten y'all a little bit what happened. But it goes back to what I was saying. This is karma. And Marjorie Harvey's coming because she's jumped from wherever the money is at. And all you Marjorie Harvey fans, how dare you take up for a home wrecker? She destroyed Steve Harvey and his wife. She destroyed her second husband, well, her first husband and his wife. She ended up sleeping with her second husband's cousin, Steve Harvey, the third husband. I'm getting it mixed up. Marjorie, Lady Heroine, got me all discombobulated. So she done broke up several homes, and then I had somebody that's from Memphis reach out to me. This was when I first started YouTube. Somebody that went to school with Marjorie reached out to me. Y'all keep forgetting these people are human beings. And they told me Marjorie was a bum. It's like, listen, she was a pretty dirty girl. She came here from Louisiana. She went to school. She said everybody used to run through her. And I'm just being real. I'm just telling you what the person said. And she was dirty. She didn't keep herself clean. And that's why she started talking to older men, because the younger dudes really wasn't messing with her like that at school. But they said, yes, she's known to talk to drug dealers and chase money because they put her on the map. This was somebody that went to school with Marjorie. And they said I could interview them, but at the time I was new on YouTube, and I was shocked that somebody knew Marjorie Harvey even reached out to me, and I was like, well, wait a minute, Jesus. I can't do that, but I'm ready for you now if you're watching. I'll interview you now. But I'm telling you, the people we idolize, I love Marjorie and Steve. Look how they dress. And this woman that destroyed several homes and left babies behind. Didn't even care. Never one time told Steve, go reach out to your twins. Do y'all know his daughters told him when they went to meet Marjorie kids, Daddy, don't marry her. They told him don't get married to her. And he had the audacity to get on national TV and say, I'm leaving everything I own to my wife. Not his kids. His wife. And I know y'all gonna say, well, that's what he's supposed to do. Yeah, if she was that kind of wife. Do you know when he leave that stuff to his wife? I missed the good part. Marjorie Harvey had Steve adopt her kids. You gonna tell me this woman ain't no hustler? How many of you that met a man or got married to a man and even thought about, I want him to adopt my teenagers, not little kids. He ain't raising these kids. I want him to adopt my teenagers, and I'm going to change my teenager's last name to Harvey. You know why she did that with her teenagers? Because she knew this is a jackpot. She know when Steve Harvey died, my kids going to get just as much as his kids, if not all. And this dang tender dick ass Negro went and adopted them grown ass kids. The youngest was Lori. She was 12. And taken away from his kids, his real kids, his blood kids that came out of his body. He ain't gonna give them what they deserve. He already left them behind. This why you don't see Steve's children. People really thought Lori Harvey was Steve's daughter because she done drug that man's father's name in the dirt. She done took Harvey and made it into prostitution. She couldn't have never got as far as she is if she didn't have that last name. This ain't even her father. She doing more with this stepdaddy name than his real kids doing. You don't see them twins on nothing. And this girl and her mama is destroying Steve Harvey's daddy last name. Steve Harvey daddy probably don't even know Lori. That's his daddy's name. And she didn't drag that last name through the mud. Steve Harvey ain't even dragged his own name through the mud like Marjorie and Hart and Lori has done. Now, if you wrote act like a woman, think like a man, is that why Lori run around here doing what she doing? Steve Harvey and Marjorie upheld Lori talking to Sean Puffy Combs' son, Justin, leaving Justin alone. Well, Justin left her alone. And I think why. I think why he left her alone. I think he knew that Lori liked his daddy, Puffy. Because that's who she ended up with. I think he kind of noticed how she acted around his father. So he stopped talking to her. She ended up with Sean Puffy Combs. Now, Mr. Steve Harvey, this Mr. Motivational Speaker, I love the Lord. Y'all go on vacation with Sean Puffy Combs, all on yachts, enjoying being in another country and knowing this little girl was just with his son. And y'all didn't think nothing of it. You know why? Because Lady Heroine, her mama, is a pimp. You don't think she put her daughter on Sean Puffy Combs? You don't think she said, Justin ain't got no money, Lori? His daddy, Diddy, is a billionaire. What are you doing? Talk to Diddy. So she started flirting with Diddy. Now, when Cassie came out, what did Lori do? Me too. Anybody listening? Where's the Wiz? Sean Puffy Combs was beating Me Too. Get the hell out of here. They blood suckers. They like money. Her mother training her that way. Michael B. Jordan wanted to marry this girl. She said no. You know why? Because there's too much other gold penises out here that got money. You ain't got enough money, Mike. The last guy that she just was dating after Michael B. Jordan, what's his name? Desmond or something like that. I don't know his name. Damn Man or some shit. Michael B. warned him. Did you know when Lori broke up with him, that man had to go to a mental institution to get some help, allegedly, because he was mentally broke down? Lori is destroying good black men. These men really start liking her, and she messed with them a year, and she throw them away. And we run around talking, ain't no good black men. You know why? Because Lori Harvey dogging them, and now they don't want to be good black men no more. Allegedly, she broke Michael B. Jordan's virginity. He wasn't even dating black women. Now he finna go back to the other side, most likely. That fine black Mendingo, she threw him away. Listening to her mama. But this is all about Kings of Comedy. I ain't got off subject. I know y'all like, you off subject. I'm still talking about Steve. This how I know Steve is a liar, y'all. The motive of that story is Steve is a liar. He lied to his ex-wives. He lied to his kids. He left his children. Then he tried to get Monique to lie. So this is Steve Harvey karma. He's losing everything. And he had the nerve to get on the radio this morning. Somebody called his radio show this morning, January the 4th, 2024, and said that they moved their ex-wife in their home because she had nowhere to go. And every time his girlfriend come over, his ex-wife treated her mean. He asking Steve, what should I do? Now, first of all, I wonder who are these people that still calling the Steve Harvey Morning Show for love advice? Who are these people? You know, Miss Shirley Strawberry ain't got it all. She was running around with an Ernesto. She got an ARP card running around with Ernesto stealing mansions and he's sleeping with monkeys and ducks and shit and she done lost everything and homeless. Steve had to up her salary to help her from being homeless, but she writing a strawberry letter. Who calling these folks for advice? So he called Steve and Steve said, first of all, she wouldn't be in my house because somebody cheat on me, I'm done with them for life. I almost had a heart attack. I said, no, he didn't just fix his mouth and lie like that. Have anybody seen her, Marjorie? Where is Marjorie? You know why you ain't seen Marjorie? Because Marjorie ain't been at home. Any other time you see her and Steve dancing and stuff and showing their clothes off. After the Big Boom story came out, Marjorie ass disappeared. So did Big Boom. Have y'all heard from Big Boom? He got in touch with Jamel Peterson, the comedian, and did an interview and went to jail. Steve bonded him out for $30,000 allegedly, and then he disappeared. From our understanding, he's in another country. Steve shut his ass down. I don't want to hear nothing else about my wife. I don't want to hear nothing else about y'all sleeping together. Steve ain't happy no more. You can look at all over his face. He know the truth. He knows she been sleeping with his bodyguard. He just looked so depressed. He took a picture with his son and like he lost his best friend. You know his lip already big. It was hanging down about this far. But he lying to the world that me and Marjorie okay. No, you're not. If she cheated on the other two husbands, Steve, she ain't gonna cheat on you. You lose people how you find them. Y'all both was cheaters when y'all met. Y'all both was married. So guess what? Now it's your turn, Steve. But she knew I got to at least do 17 to 20 years, because if I do 17 to 20 years, when I get a divorce, I'm going to get $400 million from Steve Harvey. I'm going to get $400 million. So it's cheaper to keep her. So let me get on the internet and say, me and Marjorie are right, just like Will Smith. They don't want to lose their money. I'm just going to keep this problem for life. Because if I divorce this problem, I'm losing every damn thing because I'm a simp. I sat there and married Lady Heroin and her children. Now if I divorce her, I got to pay for her and her kids because now they legally mine. He dumb as hell, man. You see how she got him? Checkmate. Marjorie said, this ain't checkers, baby. This chess. Do you know who I was, Steve? I am motherfucking Marjorie Harvey. Checkmate. She got him by the nutsack. He can't go nowhere. So back to Katt Williams. I believe it when he said Steve Harvey stole all that material, because this is Steve M.O. Steve steal shit. He even steal women and children. He steal shit. Let's talk about Cedric. Teddy Bear Cedric, the entertainer. Katt Williams said when he came into the business, his whole theme was to sing and dance and do comedy. He said, have y'all seen Cedric do any of that lately? He said Cedric don't even have nothing on Netflix or Tubi. I didn't even think about that, like, wow, he don't. But none of them like Katt Williams. What I love about Katt, that a lot of people don't know, he gives a lot. Katt Williams have more money than we think he has. He have blessed people and helped them out of situations several times. He is the reason why Melba Moore has a star in Hollywood, because they dogged her out. They wanted Katt Williams to have the star and pay for it. He said, no, how about I put my money into somebody like a legend like Melba Moore? Because she wasn't pretty like everybody Hollywood think pretty is. You know, she was skinny. They dogged her. They didn't want to give her a star. He made them pretty much give her a star. Give her flowers while she can smell them. So I thank him for that. He was very, very good friends with Prince. He hung out with Prince all the time. I said, that is so funny. I wish I would have met the two of them. They probably look like twins. Because I met Prince in person. I never met Katt Williams. But I met Prince. And me and Prince was eye to eye. And he had on heels. But Prince was a man, a small man with a big heart and a big voice. He also gave a lot. That's what Katt kind of got it from. And Katt also is very close friends with Farrakhan. That's his, like, biblical father. That's his spiritual father. So he get a lot of his smarts and his intelligence from Farrakhan. Katt Williams is more profound and smarter than we think he is. This man have read dictionaries, encyclopedias. He studied. He didn't read so many books. He was reading at 3. The man is very smart. This is why a lot of people don't like him. He's not just one of these throwaways. And he refused to put on a dress. He said, now, Rickey Smiley was supposed to play Money Mike. He said, before that, name a movie that Rickey Smiley was in that he wasn't in a dress. He said, what have you known Rickey Smiley to do besides an old lady in a dress and Lil Daryl? He said, they've been doing them same shows for years. He said, because I write my material. A lot of people write their material for them. Like Cedric. Somebody writes Cedric material. I didn't know that. I thought people was just naturally funny. So if that's the case, somebody can write me some and I can get up there and tell some jokes then. He said Kevin Hart is a plant. And I'm like, what the hell is a plant? A plant is when somebody puts you in a position and make you this. You go be a star. You go be our star. This is your job. Because when you think about it, y'all, when you talk about comedy, we had Bernie Mac, we had Eddie Murphy, we had Richard Pryor, we had Red Fox, we got Katt Williams, we got Chris Tucker. We got a lot of funny black comedians. A lot of funny black comedians. They have done movies. Red Fox did Sanford and Son and several other movies. Richard Pryor did movies. Eddie Murphy did how many movies? Why none of them are billionaires or got the money that Kevin Hart has? Have you ever thought about that? How did Kevin Hart get that kind of money that fast? He's not as funny as half the ones I just named. Kevin is funny, but he's not funny like them. How in the heck Eddie Murphy then made 20 movies? And I got to go back and look, but the last time I looked, either him and Kevin Hart even with money, or Kevin Hart got more than Eddie. How is that possible? How can you be richer than Eddie Murphy and he been in the game for years, all the way back to Raw? That lets you know when you a token, when you a plant, when you Illuminati, they gonna give you whatever they need because you for the dance for me. You gonna put on dresses. You gonna go to P. Diddy parties. Kevin was at the parties. You gonna do whatever I say. This is why I tell y'all when y'all got mad at me about Cassie. People know the position they are hired for. Cassie knew what she was hired for, y'all. You can feel sorry for her all you want to, but they sit you down and they tell you what is required from you for this money I'm about to give you. Cassie knew she had to sleep with 15 to 18 men before she took $250,000 a week. Do you think, for real, y'all, use your logical thinking skills. Do you think smart ass Sean Puffy Combs that went to college, that came from the gutter, would let a woman play him because she cute? This Negro almost wiped up J-Lo. He had J-Lo. Do you think this little girl that don't know half the shit J-Lo knew was going to come and play him? He going to just give her $250,000 because she's cute. Nah, he told her, hey, I have a girlfriend allowance because I have fetishes. I'll give you $250,000 a week. Well, Diddy, baby, what that require? You don't think that smart college student who went to school for psychology, you know what psych, that means she can get in your head. This is how smart Cassie is. She got a psych degree. She got 2 degrees. This ain't no dummy. She got a degree with the mind. So she thought the whole time she playing this old black brother that's a billionaire and the brother was playing her. So what that require, Diddy? For you to do anything I want you to do. And she did it for 14 years. But she made sure she kept a lot of good notes, a lot of good recordings. She took a lot of pictures. So did Jamie Foxx. That's why he almost ended up deleted. You know what I'm saying? So they got information. But see, Cassie was so smart. psychologically, she knew how to play Diddy. Jamie Foxx didn't. She knew what to get on Diddy. I gotta have my ace card. I gotta keep my ace in my back pocket because one day I'm gonna need it. Because I'm gonna get too old. Like R. Kelly, he get rid of old women and get the young ones. I'm gonna get too old, and that's when I'm gonna pull out my ace on his ass. Cassie hitting on 40. She 30 something, late 30s. He met her, I believe, when she was 17. No, she was 19. Something about 19-year-olds. She ended up with Sean Puffy Combs, physical trainer. How these women ended up with people in the house? You know what I'm saying? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. They ended up with people in the house. The bodyguard, the trainer, the cook. I mean, damn. While Puffy out doing Puffy things, she was in the room in the safe stealing shit. She got Kim Porter burnout phone. Y'all wonder why she got 30 million in 24 hours? She got the phone. Puffy didn't know she was up in his safe. Puffy didn't know she was up in there stealing shit because he trusted her. He felt like he had her trained. I done got off subject. Lord Jesus. I'm talking about Hollywood right now. I guess I'm not off subject. I'm talking about how these vindictive mind-thinking suckers that's about to be exposed in 2024. Even Cassie, y'all. Y'all think Cassie finna get off scot-free because she said she was a victim? No, Cassie, you did a lot of dirt with this brother. You did a lot of shit. I know the law. They're going to let you talk until you talk your ass into that prison cell. Like Keefe D. He told all that shit about Tupac. Wrote books. They made him thinking he was free. I'm free. Where he at? They used that man and threw him in prison. Have y'all heard anything else about who killed Tupac? No, that was a decoy. Let's throw that out there. We always falling for it. Dang, Puffy paid some. They ain't even talking about the shit no more. This is the year of exposure, y'all. Faison, Big Worm. He talked about Katt Williams. He talked about Ice Cube. He said Ice Cube only paid him, I think, $2,400 for Friday. $2,800. I think all the actors only got like between $2,500 and $3,500 for Fridays. First of all, Ice Cube wrote that movie on his laptop in the midst of him on tour. He just decided, I'm going to write a movie. And he wrote Fridays. He didn't know it was going to be a classic. So now they want to dog Ice Cube. But Ice Cube gave y'all a start. And what I would say to Faison, Big Worm, is you lucky you got $2,400 because all you did is pulled up, I think, 3 times, once in an ice cream truck and 2 times in a drop top with big pink rollers in your hair saying, Smokey, where's my money? You didn't do no role really in Friday to be talking about you didn't get paid. So how dare you talk about Ice Cube when he giving all of y'all y'all starting acting? And like Katt Williams said, if you're a good actor, you will start seeing them in more things, more movies. And then they have bigger parts. He said every part Faison was in, he had to take his shirt off and make a mockery out of his big belly. Y'all remember him in the movie with Chris Tucker? Money Talks? They put their hands on you. That was the only part in that movie. But he complaining about getting paid. This shit is crazy, man. This is the year of exposure. But I'm going to show y'all this. I know I went there with it because I'm just tired of the lies, man, because our people should do better. Our people really should do better. But they out here selling their soul for some money. These black folks would do anything for money. Then you want to cry wolf, Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Henson. I know y'all get mad at her fan. I'm a fan of Taraji. I'm not mad at Taraji. What I'm mad at Taraji P. Henson about is, you know the world you in. Katt Williams said it. He said, I knew I was stepping into the lion's den. I knew I was walking in hell when I took these parts in Hollywood because I know how Hollywood works. He said this, and I was shocked. He said him and Ludacris both applied to become Illuminatis. I don't even know what this Illuminati thing is, man. I don't even want to know. But they both applied. He said, but first, one had to cut their hair off and have long sideburns, and the other one had to do something. Well, Katt Williams cut his hair off, had the long sideburns. I remember he had the long sideburns. He said the other one was going to get offered 20 movies and make $200 million. He said, how many Fast and the Furious is Ludacris on right now? I think number 10. They owe him 20. So he let us know that Ludacris is the one that got in to be the Illuminati. He didn't get in. So he's not Illuminati. This is why Katt Williams being blackballed, because he's not a part of the clique. Ludacris is. He said, why do you think Ludacris in every Fast and Furious? Because he got in. That's sad to me, man. That is really, really sad. But I'm finna show y'all what I'm about to show you before I go. Cedric the Entertainer. Do y'all remember him on the Kings of Comedy? His last joke about how black folks go follow white people no matter where they go. Even if they go to space, we'd be there in our little spaceship and we'd be, driving and we'd bag. Y'all remember that joke he did? And we bagging up the spaceship. Katt Williams said he came to his show in 1998 and Katt Williams was talking about a Cadillac. He was talking about a Cadillac. And Cedric stole his joke. For years, Cedric was like, Katt Williams lying. Now, Katt Williams said Cedric apologized to him. That's why he never exposed him. He apologized. But now, since he on Shay Shay, and he been watching Cedric lie again, he picked the lie back up. He kept telling the joke when he told Katt he wasn't going to do it no more, allegedly. So he exposed him on Shay Shay last night and said that was my joke. He turned my Cadillac into a spaceship. Cedric got on the internet last night and said, that's my joke. I've been saying this joke since the 90s. I don't know what Katt Williams talking about, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? He forgot YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers is the CIA. Like Tasha K. A lot of these people, the CIA, they will find out what you did when you was 2, Negro. They will find it. Somebody found Katt Williams doing his stand-up. They put them side by side. And I want y'all to tell me what you think. Did he lie? Did he steal it? I'm finna show you the video right now. And y'all tell me, what do y'all think? Hold on. Here we go. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to it. Here we go. Sun in the way.
I recently covered a video with Katt Williams calling out comedian Cedric the Entertainer on Club Shay Shay.
That's Katt right here.
From back in the days. I'll catch y'all up with that later, but first things first. Initially, I played a clip of Cedric the Entertainer doing the joke that Katt Williams said that was stolen from him. But since then, I did stumble across Katt Williams performing this joke on Comic View. Now, I want you guys to be the judges. Let me know if you think Ced stole this joke from Katt.
That you could hear the damn thing when it cut off. It looked like this. You flossing in a stick, shit converted.
This was
Now, once
98.
again,
Now here goes
Cedric
Cedric.
Entertainer doing his joke from Kings of Comedy.
They gonna move to the moon. Ain't gonna happen. Y'all move to the moon, damn it, we coming to the moon. I'm gonna be right behind y'all in space shuttles with Cadillac grills. Just rolling one hand like out. Hands be all wrong. All bases. Y'all know we'll drive a space shuttle too. That's right up our damn alley. A space shuttle is long. They ain't scared no black, but we'll drive a space shuttle. We grew up driving long for cars. We'll drive a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce and a quarter. We get us a cigarette. We be in a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce.
Okay, so both of them was in a car. That's the premise of the joke. Usually being too loud, you gotta turn it down. It may be something to that, or maybe just too vague to say they stole the joke. What y'all think? But like I told y'all, let me catch y'all up with what led to this point with these clips being resurfaced.
Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke?
Yeah.
He said it don't line up. How it don't line up? He thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
Okay. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that Cedric stole his joke? I just want your people's opinion. Cedric got on there this morning and said Katt Williams pretty much is a liar. That he wrote that joke and he been doing the joke since the 90s. How in the hell, Cedric, can you fix your mouth and lie? Ain't no way in the hell you didn't steal Katt Williams' joke. You did the same motions and all of that. Music, Cadillac, man, come on, Ceddy. You lied. This is why I said Hollywood is nothing but liars and thieves. And he's still holding that lie. Like I just saw a few people saying, Cedric is not that funny. Man, I would not pay to go see Cedric the Entertainer. I wouldn't pay to go see Faison. I wouldn't, damn it, dare pay to go see Steve Harvey. And D.L. Hughley came to Grand Rapids, and I know some few guys that hung with him. They like D.L. as a person. They feel like he's a very profile. He's very intelligent. That's why I like D.L. D.L. is not just a comedian stealing people's shit. He is a very intelligent man. He has his own podcast. He's very smart. And some of the stuff he say is funny to me. And not all, but he fits in. You know, he all right. But the other ones, they try too hard. They're not naturally funny. They said Steve Harvey lied about being homeless. They said Steve Harvey would never be homeless because he was too busy using women. How you gonna be homeless, Steve, you all these women? Excuse me? How you homeless, Steve? Look at my gray showing, y'all. See my age showing. Don't laugh at my edges. I just got them slicked down. But my gray showing my age. My age. Yeah, I'm 54. But yeah, I just had to... Last night, Shay Shay had it on fire. Shay Shay he said, damn, man, I'm going to have a podcast after you leave Katt. You know why I love Katt Williams? You know why I love Kanye? Because them Negroes ain't got no cut card. They finna tell you some truth for your ass. And if you like it or not, you gonna hear some truth. See, people so used to hearing a lie. Folks want to hear what makes them feel good. They don't like the truth. Katt Williams go tell you the truth. That's why Katt Williams is a chameleon. He can fit in with Suge Knight. He hung out with Suge Knight. He hang out with Farrakhan. He goes around. He was hanging with Prince. He hanging around all of them. He did say a little bit about Chris Tucker. He said Chris Tucker didn't want to be smoky no more because Chris Tucker didn't like the industry no more. He got saved. So he didn't want to be smoky. He don't even smoke weed, they said. He was like, I should have been smoky. I smoke weed all day. He said, but they wanted him to be smoky. And Chris like, I don't want to cuss no more. I don't want to smoke weed. I don't want to do none of that. On top of his value went up. See, his value, when you elevate in life, certain things you just don't want to do no more. And then he started getting rush hours. God blessed him. But Chris Tucker's so funny, man. I love Chris Tucker. This Negro said he bought a house next to his house so he can visit himself. I almost died. He said, I spent money so stupid that he went bankrupt. But he still did not run back into that life like that. He went up there and hung out with Jackie Chan now. You know what I'm saying? But he said, think about it. Chris Tucker was best friends with Michael Jackson. He said, now, do you have any friends that call you Christmas? He called Chris Christmas. Christmas, you're so funny, Christmas. That shit is hilarious. But I'm going to read some of y'all comments. I know I went down through there with Steve Harvey, so I just break down these kings of comedy and the way they did my boy Bernie Mac, man. Steve Harvey them was so jealous. I think the only one that was not jealous of Bernie was D.L. Hughley. That's why when they said something at his funeral, it was so fake. I'm like, Steve, shut up. You didn't even like the man. Did you poison him? Because he got sick all of a sudden and vanished. You didn't got him out your way. Steve, you wouldn't even be where you are right now if Bernie was still alive. He would not be. That would be Bernie Mac shit that Steve doing. And Steve know it. You ain't touching Bernie Mac and he's dead. You ain't touching him in no form, Steve. And you never liked him. You have a jealous heart. Jealous, vindictive heart. But you a motivational speaker. Yeah, he hang out with P. Diddy, too. Y'all didn't know that? Steve Harvey also have a boys camp. Somebody told me this. Oh, no. What he does, he has a camp for boys whose fathers are not in their life. And he changing their life around. And that's what Diddy was doing, too. When he probably be helping Usher and all them people become famous, and all of a sudden, all these boys coming out the closet. Quincy Jones, he helped several people, and now they didn't came out the closet. It's like all these young boys that was in the industry up under the wing of these old Negroes end up coming out the closet. Mick Mills was in Will Smith camp. August Ostina, the one that Jada slept with. She was in their camp. He was in their camp. And it makes me wonder, Will, were you mad that Jada cheated on you? Or were you mad that Jada had sex with August without you? Because I don't know, no husband would sit at a red table talk and let their wife say it was an entanglement, honey. And he didn't Ike Turner her ass on national TV. When I was watching it, I was eating some popcorn. I said, oh, here it come. Here it come. Let me put my popcorn down. He finna Ike Turner her ass. He finna Ike Turner her ass. And he's sitting there with tears in his eyes like a sip. Come on, Jada. Tell me the truth. What's an entanglement, Jada? An entanglement, Will. She screwed that young Mendingo all over your house. Even in your bed. That's what an entanglement is, Will. These people... The year of 24, the year of more, the year of exposure. Y'all get ready. Y'all heard me say this. Now, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I'm getting scared every day. Something new coming on the internet. I'm getting nervous. I'm nervous. Y'all been Bernie Mac on Players Club? I'm nervous. I don't know what to say. Could y'all get my likes up, man? I just gave y'all a mouthful. My mouth is dry. I need some water. Because now I'm going to talk to y'all for about 30 minutes. I want to know what y'all think. Why y'all ain't at work. Y'all don't hear with me. Y'all in trouble. All right, y'all. We have 283 people in the house right now with us, and I got 180 likes. That ain't matching. That is not matching. Yes. Let me go all the way back up to Puffy Flavor Camp. Yeah, Puffy Flavor Camp. The Puff Puff Camp. But this is what I lost my train of thought. This is what I was saying about Steve Harvey Camp. It's some people taking up for Steve Harvey saying, well, his camp, don't look at my edges, y'all. I told you they gray. I ain't dyeing my edges yet. They trying to say his camp is to help young men who have no father in their life. And he changing their lives. And I'm saying this to every woman, every single woman who has a young son and they father not in their life. Don't you send your boys to that damn shit. I don't care who it is. Especially if it's somebody famous. Because I think it's the job of the Illuminati to turn black men out. Emasculate our men. How in the heck did Steve Harvey go from the kings of comedy to being the host of Family Feud, Little Big Shot, his own talk show? I mean, they was throwing all kind of shit at Steve. And y'all gonna say, y'all don't think he sold his soul? Who is Steve Harvey? They never gave Eddie Murphy no shit like that. I don't see Katt Williams or nobody else. Richard Pryor, Red Fox, the big ones. The GOATs. They never had shit like that. They wasn't getting movies like Kevin Hart. And Kevin. Your karma hit, I think, on New Year's Day. You know, you cheated on your wife. Your karma coming out and her karma coming out because you left your black wife for that little mixed girl you got. You know, little supermodel girl. You done had 2 babies by now. She gonna get half your money when you leave. Poor little tink. Y'all stupid as hell. Stupid. Why y'all marry these folks? I don't understand. You want to be a player, stay single. That's why Katt Williams ain't married. I respect him for that. Can't nobody say nothing about Katt Williams because he's not married. He can do whatever he want to do. Okay. Let me read some of y'all comments and see what y'all think. Get 9 likes up, please. I need 92 more people to say something. I mean, to like my videos. Y'all just sitting here watching? Come on, man. Get my likes up for me. Because I just gave y'all some tea this morning. Okay. Steve is full of shit. That's Mr. P Boutique. Miss P Boutique. Yeah. Hey, Cookie. I'm way back up at the beginning. This is Kim. Kim said, yes, indeed. April, yes. If you think about it, yes. He's a mess. Cedric. Yeah, Cedric is a liar. He stole that man joking. He know it. This thing keep popping around if I forget y'all. Hi, April. Hi, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Hi, Cookie. Yes, he sure did. Tell her to shut up. Okay. The baddest. Brian, I agree, fam. Okay. AJ Wilson. They jealous of you because you look good without. Thank you, AJ. You know what? I just try to be me. I'm an old lady, y'all. I'm almost got my ARP card. I'm waiting on my ARP card because I drink too much coffee. I need my McDonald's discount. I can't wait to get my ARP card. I'll be 55. I mean, how old am I? I'll be 55. See how I forget stuff? I don't remember half my kids' names. I done turned it to my mama. But I'll be 55. And I want my ARP card. I'm old. Y'all see, like I said, y'all see this gray? Nope. Look. Wow, nothing. This is who I am. Hey, you take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Yolanda. Monique. Dang, this thing keep dropping. Monique got an Oscar for Precious. Denzel got an Oscar for... Oh, I'm so glad she said this. I know where you're going with it. Where'd it go? This damn... So many people making comments that keep jumping on my screen. Oh, shit. I done lost the comment. Let me find what you were saying. It didn't jump. I can't keep up because it's jumping. But I know what you're saying. You said Monique got an Oscar for Precious. Denzel got one in Training Day. Yeah, you know why? They want us to be pimp, prostitutes, whores, all that mess. And they want to give us awards for it. I'm surprised that Taraji didn't get one for Cookie. And Terrence Howard didn't get one for Lucius. Because this is what they want us to be. Prostitutes, whores, thieves, drug dealers. They don't want to see us be good people in movies. Denzel was a good guy for how long? They had to make him bad. It was like, nah, you can't always be a good guy, Denzel. We want to make you bad. Do y'all know why they killed James Evans on Good Times? Have you ever heard them talk about that? Because when they started Good Times in Cabrini Greens, Chicago, in the slums, they thought they were being funny. We'll have a poor black family. Poor. They was poor. Struggling. We'll make a mockery out of poor folks. And people started to like it. They didn't know that was going to happen. They thought black folks was going to be mad and the white people was going to love it. But everybody loved Good Times. And they start hearing people saying, that's what all black households need, a James Evans in there with them boys. Because James don't play. And they're like, wait a minute, they like James? James supposed to be an out-of-work father that barely could take care of his family. And if black folks like him? See, we saw the discipline in the house. They looking at money. We looking at the discipline and the love. So they killed him. No, James got to die. Now we're going to make her a single black mama with these kids. Y'all didn't know that? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Hollywood is crazy, man. And these our people taking these jobs. Like I said, Taraji, I love you, Taraji. But didn't Monique warn you? That's like my girl saying, Nina, don't take that job in there because it's pedophiles and people that do stuff up in there. Don't take that job, and I go take the job, and then I go call her crying, man, you don't understand what they did to me. Didn't I tell your ass don't take the job? That's what Monique did with Taraji and Steve Harvey. Now, Steve said all that about Monique, dogged her out, pretty much said she running her mouth too much. They done took all your shit, Steve. They done Arsenio Hall your ass. And whoever don't know about Arsenio Hall, y'all know what happened to Arsenio Hall? Do y'all see Arsenio on anything? That's another thing. Him and Eddie Murphy fell out, y'all. You know why? Because Arsenio said Eddie Murphy stole Coming to America from him. Arsenio said he wrote the movie. And at first I'm like, Arsenio lying. Eddie a genius when it comes to writing movies. Until I seen Coming to America Part 2. The one Eddie Murphy wrote by himself without Arsenio. When I saw that damn movie, I said, I believe Arsenio. That movie was horrible, Eddie. Horrible. It didn't even make sense. Your daddy had his own funeral, people singing and dancing, somebody got to catch a lion. The shit didn't make no... I cut it off. For real, I didn't even finish why. I said, how did they make a mockery out of a classic? I cut the shit off. So I'm starting to believe Arsenio really wrote that damn movie. Because when Eddie Murphy wrote Part 2, it didn't make sense. It don't add up. Stuff don't add up. It ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So they fell out. They were like this. Because Arsenio feel like, well, how Eddie all of a sudden getting all the credit for my movie? I'm for sure Eddie had some parts to do with it, helping write the movie. But Arsenio came up with the plot of the movie, and Eddie helped him put it together. But they gave Eddie all the credit, and then Eddie ran with it. Friends don't do that. He would be like, nah, my boy Arsenio, this is his work. He wouldn't give him credit. So this is why they fell out for years. But when I say Arsenio Hall your ass is, if y'all used to watch the Arsenio Hall show, he had Farrakhan on there. Hollywood warned him, do not bring Farrakhan on this show. You know why? Why are you so scared of one black man, sir? That's what he should say. Sir, why are you so scared of one black man from Chicago? What can this man say that's going to do something to our show? He going to say the truth. And y'all don't want to hear it. Arsenio did it anyway. Arsenio was off the show within a week, I believe. Canceled. He gone. The Arsenio Hart show was gone. And that show was the bomb, man. Because he went against Massa and got Farrakhan on that show. He brought Farrakhan on that show. They told him not to. Steve Harvey had Monique on that show live and allowed Monique to say something against Master. And Steve Harvey's show was gone. I keep telling y'all, black folk ain't got no pool. They might have some money because they got some tokens. Do y'all know Oprah is a puppet? She's a plant, just like Kevin Hart. Katt Williams said it best. A plant. They plant you there. That's their seed. We're going to give you the money, but you go dance, nigga, dance. Because y'all know damn well, Kevin Hart should not have that much money. Kevin Hart should not have that much pull that he have. All these comedians is better than him. How the hell Kevin Hart get all that shit? They put him up and they planted him. And Kevin go do anything they say. If that means sleep with a goat, cow, monkey, he got to do it. Kevin sold his soul to the Illuminati. And I'm shocked that Ludacris allegedly did. I'm shocked. But I'm not. I'm really not. And Jamie Foxx, I don't know if he sold his soul because like he keep on trying to sell his soul, but they won't let him. Because Jamie just keep getting in mess. Now Jamie, they trying to kill you. You know why they trying to kill Jamie? Because when Jamie was just coming up, yeah, I want y'all to know this too. Jamie Foxx's name ain't really Jamie. I forgot his real name. But how he came up with that name, Jamie, he was auditioning and they wasn't calling him. I think his name Mike or so. I don't know. He got a man name. And he noticed they was not calling no black names. So he put on the paper that his name was Jamie Foxx and they thought he was a woman. So when he walked up, they looked and was like, wait a minute. But they couldn't show racism right in his face. And they let him audition. So he made that name up like this to audition to get called. His name is not Jamie. Everything that you see in Hollywood is a fake facade. It's an illusion. And people trying to get in there. Why? It's all fake. Yeah, the devil got a whole lot of money. The devil got a lot of women. The devil got a lot of mansions he can put you in. He got everything you want. You remember when Jesus told the devil, you can try my son Job. Job would not budge. Job didn't want nothing the devil had. And he didn't care what the devil put on him. He still said no. No. It got so bad that Job's wife said, Job, just give up, bruh. Just die. Shit. You lost everything. Just go on and die. He said no. He said not just die. She said curse God and die. And Job said no, it's nothing. Nothing the devil can offer me. Nothing that would take me away from my father. He said do anything you want to Job besides kill him. Nothing. But look at all the falling soldiers. All these weak folks that y'all idolize. Even Pastor T.D. Jakes. Yeah, I'm going to throw that in there. Y'all idolizing a man in the flesh and don't even know who sent him. Y'all idolizing people you don't even know who sent them to get on TV, to preach in front of you, to sell you clothes. You don't even know who he's representing, who he's working for. And y'all would tell me, take your hands off God's anointed. What? You know how you can recognize God's anointed by their fruits of their labor. You can recognize God's people about their spirit, who they are. God's people, and something that's from God, they don't have to beg for nothing. You ain't got to get in front of your congregation and say, how dare you rob God, and you got to give. And, you ain't got to get up in there and lie. Because God is going to bless you with your fruits. With some from God, the world didn't give it to you, so the world can't take it away. You ain't worried about Steve Harvey being on the show telling Monique what she can't say because you know it's from God. You told Monique what she can't say because you know that's from man. If that was from God, what you had, you wouldn't have worried about Master. You would have said, speak your truth, my sister. Go ahead. This is my show. No, you can't say that. Because it ain't from God. Anything from God, a man cannot take it. You hear me? Anything that comes from God, a man cannot take it. If you lose that job, you need to be doing the crip walk out the door. If they just fired you or they doing you wrong, you need to celebrate and do the crip walk out that door. If that man cheat on you, you need to be like, thank you, Father God. I praise you, Jesus. If that woman cheating, you need to start catching the Holy Ghost running through the house. Because you know what that mean? That mean they wasn't for God. They was not from God. I'm so glad that the devil let you show your face. Get the hell out my... Get the stepping. Do Martin. Get the stepping. You lose that job, tell them thank you so much. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I'm out of here. Peace. Where my check? Because if you wouldn't have fired me, my dumb slow butt would have stayed here 25, 30 years and retired with a little pension talking about my 401k. And I'm sick, back broke, headaches, got arthritis, my fingers like this. I'm at McDonald's every Thursday with the crew drinking coffee. Can't go nowhere, can't get it up, can't get it down. Because the Viagra, I'm all messed up. And I retired from my job from 35 years. And all I got is my 401k. I'm happy. I'm good. I got money, but my penis don't work. Yeah, the fumes in the building made me sick. You know I'm on 12 medications. Junior, yeah, well, how many you on? Y'all compare medication pills in McDonald's on Thursday. God told you a long time ago to leave that job. I can't leave that job. That's the way I pay my bills. I got too many bills. God got something else for you. You ain't trusting God. You trusting man. You know how many jobs I didn't get fired from? I can't even count no more. And I knew I was qualified. I was a manager at several jobs. I was running cash stores and banks, and I had good positions. And I would lose my job out of nowhere. And I'm like, how these Karens getting me fired? What is going on? I would go home and cry. But I look back over my life, and it's not one job I ever lost that stopped me from eating. See, when you work for people, they dictate when you eat. They can cut off your food supply just like that. You don't think Steve Harvey is hurting by losing all those jobs that they took from him? He was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And he lost all three at the same time. And about to you lose that talk show because God don't like ugly. Steve, you got to pay for leaving them 2 wives and them kids. You got to pay for that, Steve. Before you leave here, Steve Harvey, you got to pay for leaving them folks that helped you when nobody else was helping you. Eating off your first wife food stamps from your kids when you didn't have no money to eat. But when you got on, you married Lady Heroin. So guess what Lady Heroin gonna do to you? She gonna take your shit. Not only that, she gonna take your peace of mind. You got to pay before you leave this world. Yes, God do forgive. For all you church folks holier than thou, don't talk about people, don't judge. First you lied about God said don't judge. And I love giving examples. If God said don't judge, how would you ever know if you're doing something wrong? If you didn't judge your children on a daily basis, how can you raise them? They just go do what they want to do. I ain't gonna say that because I'll be judging my kids. I found some weed in my child's coat pocket, but I ain't gonna say nothing because I'll be judging Junior if I say something. He only 12 with some weed. That's his prerogative because God said don't judge Junior, so he can smoke weed. Y'all sound stupid. He said judge right when you judge. That means you're correcting something. You're not doing it out of malice, or you bringing it to people attention that it's going to harm somebody. If somebody talking about TD Jakes, they're bringing it to your attention because he got all these members that's brainwashed, and they don't realize that he's sending men pictures at 2:33 in the morning, and he had freak offs, and it's up to you to let his members know, hey, y'all see this? Your leader ain't supposed to do this. And no, you can't say I'm just a man. Like Jamal Bryant. I'm just a man. I cheated on my wife. I'm just a man. No, you a man, just a man of the cloth. You the big chief. You standing in front of that mega church, and you got all these souls you're responsible for, sir. You got all these people you're responsible for. When your kids get on the school bus, can your school bus driver drink with your child on that bus, and they responsible for your child's life? Could you get on there? He turning up a 40. He said, I'm just a man. It's Friday. I ain't got shit to do. What you mean? I brought your baby home. You don't have a conniption fit because he's responsible for your child's life. Your pastor is responsible for your life, your salvation. Why do you think he has that title? Otherwise, you can study at home. You can't sit there and say he's just a man. He's just a man of the cloth that's responsible for people's salvation. So you got to lead by example. I can't tell my daughter not to be a hoe if I'm a hoe. You do what I say, not what I do. That's some bull crap. I'm going to do what you do, mama. My mama did it. How many of y'all say that? I learned from my mama. Got it from my mama. You responsible. Levels in life. I know this video long and I talked about everybody, but I'm talking about Hollywood. This ain't just about Katt Williams. This is Hollywood talk. I advise any of you that's trying to get in Hollywood, don't do it. Don't do it. If God have not let you get in Hollywood and you a senior citizen, you in your 40s and 50s, that means you're not supposed to be in Hollywood. You're not supposed to be there. How many times God got to tell you don't do something? And then when you get in there, you're crying. You get signs before the storm. Taraji P. Henson, do y'all know how she ended up in Hollywood? The day she was leaving, she was with her son and her son's father, headed to Hollywood because she wanted to be an actress. Her son's father was a alleged drug dealer. They wanted out. Let's go. He said, wait a minute. Somebody owed me some money. I got to make a stop, baby. Let me make a stop. We need all the money we can because all you got is $700. I got to go pick up some money. This is a true story. She told it herself. They make a stop. I take it was somebody from the streets, another drug dealer or whatever. They have a confrontation. She's sitting in the car all packed up with her son. They ready to pull off. She see the confrontation going on. They arguing. It's the man, his girlfriend. I guess Taraji got out the car, whatever. And the woman stabs her son's father right in front of her. He stabs him. He dies. Now she's sitting there like, oh my God. He just got killed. We was leaving. We broke. I want to be famous. What should I do, Father? So after the funeral, after everything was over, she told her dad, I'm going anyway. God got something for me. And she took off in the car with her son to Hollywood. And she was auditioning. And I believe she lived out her car in hotels or whatever. And she ended up with Hustle and Flow. And it went up from there. But if I was Taraji right now in the position I'm in and how she feel, I would think back and say, God warned me before I left. A tragic happened to stop me. My son's father was murdered right in front of me. A tragic. Like God said, don't go. That was a sign. You know how you pray for signs? Maybe I shouldn't go. She went anyway. She went on out there in the devil's den. Thank God she haven't faced too many calamities. But this is where you at now, Taraji. That's just Hollywood. This the business. It's show business. It ain't nothing but show business, baby. And show business have an expiration date like everything else. They would eat you up and spit you out. But this your girl Nina from Breakable Strong Woman. Hey, Smitty, good to see you. Uno number one. Wow. I hope Luda don't have to get low. Luda got from Katt Williams. Luda in there. He been on tour with Janet Jackson. I went to the concert back in May. The bomb. They got a good show. I've never seen none of the Jacksons in person. I always wanted to meet Michael, but I had a chance to see Janet. And it just felt like Michael. Because she's so much like him. And it was just awesome. I love Janet Jackson. Leon is obsessed with her. Yeah. Jag the Diva. Dang, he's busted. You seen the video, Jag. The baddest. But don't respect him. Damn, I think keep jumping around. Him hiding the truth about Hollywood. You don't respect who? Katt? Katt Williams really never hid the truth. They just stopped him from talking. Cedric isn't that funny. Goldie Locks. Hey, Goldie. Kevin is not funny. Kevin said them same old jokes about his family. That's what Kevin talk about, his family. What makes Kevin funny to me in a way is because he always crying. He always acting like a little biche. A little biche. He always crying and screaming. That's what makes him funny to me. You know, like DC Young Fly always screaming. I like DC though. But you know what? DC was on something and I was responding. I don't know if he ever read my comments. And something just came over me. It was about his kid's mother dying. And I watched that young man speak at the funeral. And I've been watching him since he been on Wildin' Out. And I said this to DC Young Fly. I said, DC Young Fly, you're funny. You done made a lot of money. You got 3 beautiful children. She's gone now. I said, but guess what I see in you? God got a calling over your life to preach. DC Young Fly needs to be behind a pulpit like his father was. His father was a minister. That's his calling. He's fighting against it. He know that words. He's so profound with it. And when he talk, it's just fluent. You can just feel it. It is not something he practiced. It's just something that's come out naturally. So he's missing his calling. But this your girl. I got some calls. I'm reading the phone. This is your girl Nina. I'm gonna have to read y'all comments later. I've been on here way too long. Could y'all get my likes up, please? Where we at? 252 and I got 302 in the house. Come on, man. Cookie, did you push like? Goldie, I know you pushed like. Uno number one. Is it Sherman Banks? I don't get my glasses on. Yes, he did. 100. The crown jewel. When you do stuff like that, it comes back in bits and pieces. Why Katt is winning on the highest level above them all. Katt got so much money. He said when you look on the internet and you Google his net worth, he said he had that much in his pocket on him. They lying. How I know Katt got a lot of money? Because Katt bless people all the time. And he said that's how he keeps money. Because he always blessing. Prince died with more money than people even knew he had. Prince was blessing so many people. He has so much money because Prince blessed in quiet. He had a lot of money. And I think Katt Williams learned that from Prince. This is why Katt stays afloat. Katt don't do drugs. He said, they say I do drugs, right? He said, now, it's awfully funny. I'm Katt Williams. I do drugs, and not one drug dealer came out on the tabloids and nowhere else said I ever bought drugs from them. You know when you do drugs like Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston, they all knew they was doing drugs. It wasn't a rumor. Drug dealers came out the woodwork said they used to serve them. No one yet said they ever got high with Katt Williams or sold him any drugs. That's just his natural personality. And when he get to drinking a little sauce, what like he did on Shay Shay show, a little sauce, more and more truth come out. That's why Shay Shay said, I'm going to take your alcohol from you because I ain't going to have no show after the day. And he challenged Shay Shay. He said, why would you let them get on here and lie to you? You should have chopped them down. He's like, I didn't know they was lying. He looking at him like, yes, you did. But I showed y'all the video. Cedric the Entertainer he's proven to be a liar. And he's still gonna take that lie to his grave. He cannot stand in front of no judge and have them 2 videos and say that's his original material. And Katt Williams did that in 98, brother. And you was at the show. You went backstage and congratulated the brother. And went home and tried to rewrite it. But you know, in college, you just change a few words in your homework, it becomes yours. That's what he tried to do. I'm going to change it a little bit, so now it's mine. Nigga, you stole Katt Williams' material. Okay. Said he. You lie. Steve is your best friend. He a liar. Okay? Y'all didn't like Bernie Mac. Y'all glad Bernie is dead, to be honest. When he died, you act like he was so sad. You was sitting there celebrating. Because you did everything you could, Steve, to keep Bernie from prospering. Bernie outshined all y'all asses. He's the real true king. Because if I had to pick the king of comedies, it wouldn't have been that setup. Katt Williams definitely would have been there with Bernie Mac. Chris Tucker would have definitely been there. Katt Williams, Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac. Who else, y'all? Who else you would have put on the roster? I'm trying to think of who else I would have put on there. Who else would y'all put on there? That's 3 of the masters. Who else really, really funny? Eddie Murphy. Maybe we got Eddie Murphy on there. Wouldn't that would have been the bomb? Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, Katt Williams. Who I miss? And Chris Tucker. Oh my God. Could you imagine that being the kings of comedy? Wouldn't have been nothing like it. Nothing like it. You would have been throwing up in the audience. You would have been able to breathe. Now those are some kings. Real kings of comedy. Eddie Murphy could have been the headliner because he's a vet. Eddie funny as shit, y'all. I don't know if you ever seen him stand up. Eddie is funny as shit. Love him. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Get back to work for y'all get in trouble. Thank you for all the love. There's more to come. What we gonna talk about tonight? We gonna see. Peace. Talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.